Outdoors Delmarva covers everything outdoors,
including real hunting and fishing situations involving wildlife.
We do our best each week to bring you tasteful content,
but viewer discretion is advised.
Now enjoy the show.
We begin this week in Sharptown in an effort to help decrease the blue catfish population.
We meet the May recipient of the WBOC Mountaire Farm to Table Scholarship at Indian River High School.
Scorchy Taws takes us to Tangier Island for a little speckled trout fishing.
And we do a little yard work in Preston with Ventrac mowers and Bell Creek equipment.
Outdoors Delmarva starts right now.
Welcome to Outdoors Delmarva, the show that celebrates our communities, our cultures and traditions, and the places we call home. My name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch. And Jason, did you know that June 1st is National Say Something Nice Day?
I did not know that.
Well, I know this will be really hard for you, but I thought we'd say something nice to each other.
Okay.
I'll go first. I think you have a very kind heart, and I like when you get to bring me Ghirardelli chocolate because of that.
All right. Well, out of all the Laurens I know, you're one of them.
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
One of our favorite events to cover all year long is the Sharptown Catfish Tournament that happened right on the Nanticoke.
Cherry Beach was really busy that windy Saturday morning with 47 boats registered, and luckily, the fish were biting.
It's Sharptown Parks and Rec Catfish Tournament. It's our 12th year of having the tournament. We've had a great turnout this year. We've had 47 boats on the river fishing, even though the weather is not the best conditions with the wind the way it is and the high tides and the rain that we've had the last couple weeks, but everybody seems to be having a good time. We're hoping to see some big fish this year. We're giving away $750 for the first prize, $550 for second, and third place is $350, and our four largest catfish is $750. It keeps increasing every year, and the catfish have been getting bigger every year. So far, the biggest we have weighed in was 58 pounds. We started out, the first biggest catfish was probably about 18 pounds the first year we did this.
So we grew up on the Eastern Shore. We've been duck hunting out here for about the past 10 years. We've been deer hunting for about the past 20 years. We've been doing the Catfish Tournament for about 3 years now, and we believe that it is a great way to bring people back together after the pandemic. It's a great way to bring friends, not only as a community, but as a close-knit relationship. Everybody knows each other, and this is a great way to get out, explore the great outdoors, explore what Maryland has to offer, and it's a great time. Come on out and join us next year.
I think a lot of people just come because it's a good, fun tournament. It's not real highly costly to be in it. It's cheap. Catfish are easy to catch. Don't have to go out and buy a lot of expensive equipment and bait and stuff like that. And it's just been a good, clean, fun tournament for everybody. Everybody enjoys it.
The team out of Bethel, Delaware, that caught the biggest stringer actually donated their prize money back to Parks and Rec. So it was really awesome. Congratulations to all the winners. And if you want to find out more information about the event next year, find the group on Facebook, Sharptown Catfish Tournament.
Coming up after the break, we'll meet the May recipient of the WBOC Mountaire Farm to Table Scholarship. Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, returns right after this.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
We are proud to partner with Mountaire Farms to honor area high school seniors who have a passion for agriculture or the culinary arts.
And we're proud to introduce you to the May recipient of the WBOC Mountaire Farm to Table Scholarship, Indian River High School's Nate Hayman.
Being able to join an ag class, it's been really awesome to see and kind of relight that passion that I had. It kind of went dormant through middle school, and since then it's just been so much fun working with both Mr. and Mrs. Cordry out in the greenhouses, getting to do some hands-on stuff, starting my own after-school club at the elementary school that I intern at. All of that kind of stuff has just been so energizing, and it's brought a lot to my day-to-day life.
Hardworking, ambitious, and outgoing. And as we are building our Teacher Academy pathway, Nate has been instrumental in helping get our Educators Rising Club up and running. He's willing to do anything he needs to, even though he is, very involved with FFA. He has attended so many school events, helped at so many elementary programs, currently doing an elementary internship, and I'm so excited that his pathway with Mrs. Cordry and agricultural education, as well as the Teacher Academy, are going to lead him to college to hopefully be an ag science teacher one day.
It's been kind of hectic. Our year, or Nate's senior year, actually started at the end of last year for his FFA presidency, because that's when the new officers are put into office. So his first, throwing into the fire was the Delaware State Fair. So he had to organize all of our displays that we were putting up and making sure that everybody that was entering in exhibits were done and turned into me in a timely fashion. He basically took all the work off my shoulders and put it on himself. And he put a lot of effort into our horticulture display, which last year was the first year we ever did one, and we wound up getting first place. So he got a blue ribbon for that one, and it was pretty cool looking, I have to say. I was proud of it. I just say, hey, Nate, I need this done, and it gets done. I don't have to ask. I don't have to go back and say, Nate, did you finish this? It's just done. So he is very organized, more so than I am. I remember his first meeting as FFA president. We came in the summertime, and we all walk in shorts, t-shirts, and Nate is handing everybody a folder that has the entire summer calendar in it, all of our bylaws. It has everything that we need for the rest of the summer, and I didn't even ask him to do it. It even had my name on it, Miss Cordry, FFA advisor. I was very proud of it. I still have that folder.
I will be pursuing agricultural education and social work while minoring in crop and soil sciences. So eventually I want to open up a practice for individuals with special needs to get plant and animal-based therapy. So being able to work in the dirt, planting plants, but also equine therapy is huge, and it's something that is starting to really, really build. So being able to work with animals is just so soothing. I feel like having individuals, being able to work with that, and maybe not necessarily just individuals with special needs, but being able to just immerse yourself and again, kind of light that passion in them, I feel is really neat.
Nate Hayman, for your commitment to feeding the world like we do at Mountaire Farms, it's my pleasure to present to you the WBOC Mountaire Farm to Table Scholarship Award. Congratulations.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Once again, congratulations, Nate. To learn more about the WBOC Mountaire Farm to Table Scholarship, go to WBOC.com, click Features, and then click on Farm to Table.
Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. We'll be right back.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Jason, you got to do a little speckled trout fishing with Fish Pit Charters recently.
I did, and looking back at some of Scorchy's adventures when it came to speckled trout fishing, well, it made me remember that the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Honoring the life and legacy of Scorchy Taws, thanks to Shorts Marine in Long Neck, Delaware. Shorts Marine, everything but the water.
It all started in the early morning hours last Saturday when we sought refuge in Tangier Island from the sudden winds of the Chesapeake. The day was a blowout. On Monday afternoon, we returned to do some of that wonderful Tangier Sound shallow water speckled trout fishing, just as the wind got mad out of the southwest. The water turned as gray as a liner of a coffin, and our spirits were in that same general area. You would have had to have scored a direct hit on the fish's mouth to catch it. Really, this is called futility casting, but in order to justify the time we were wasting, we called it a mild form of arm exercise. This kind of fishing does not cause any undue strain on the landing net. At this point, I was at boredom's door, and just keep in mind now, what you're about to see really happened.
Muddy water, rough seas. I'm just going to dream a while. Good Lord. Oh man. Is he a nice one?
He's a beaut. Well, Scorchy, can I sit down and do a little bit of dreaming? Oh boy.
Wow. My dream had really come true. Then Tim Taws shared in the dream. The wind was moderating, the waters clearing, and the dream come true continued. But alas, there are sweet dreams that come true, and then there are nightmares that do the same. The nightmare arrived Wednesday when we had to be towed in by the good old boys from the Crisfield Coast Guard Station before ever wetting a line. It was embarrassing. I'd rather been drummed out of the Marine Corps.
Remembering Scorchy Taws is presented by Shorts Marine, online at shortsmarine.com.
Did you know that since 2009, more than 36,000 Atlantic white cedar trees have been planted at Nasawongo Creek Preserve?
Did you know that following the reintroduction of controlled burns through the preserve, plants thought to be extinct along the creek have made a comeback, like several varieties of rare orchids?
And did you know that the Nasawongo Creek is the largest tributary of the Pocomoke River and is nearly 21 miles long?
Now you do.
Did You Know is sponsored by North Bay Marina. Outdoors Delmarva will be right back. You're watching Outdoors Delmarva presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Our friends at Bell Creek Equipment always think it's entertaining to have me climb aboard the latest and greatest toys and rides that they have available. And that was just the case with their most recent visit.
We learned all about Bell Creek's partnership with Ventrac, and we got to see this one's driving skills, which pretty much went exactly how we thought it was going to.
Okay, Bill, you got me in the hot seat here.
Yep.
What model is this one?
So this is our newest, which is the 4520N, which is a fuel-injected engine.
Wow, very cool. And what is the customer that would kind of be looking for something like this?
So our largest segment of the industry right now is still homeowner. So what we've found is people who they have a bit of piece of property, they have a couple of different pieces. It makes sense to buy one, to be able to build on it and work from there.
And get all the attachments.
Get all the attachments over time. You don't have to do it right away. And especially if it's guys who like doing projects and things like that. So the biggest thing that I would say is when you talk about Ventrac is our tagline is versatility that works. You can put over 30 attachments on the front of it and the rear. So the big thing is when somebody says, oh, when you buy something, what are you looking for? It's like, it'll mow grass, it'll clear snow, it'll aerate, it'll trench, it'll move mulch. You can get it all in one spot and you can build on it because everything fits going back to every piece. So that's the cool part with it is you can keep building.
So talk about some of the popular attachments that people can get.
So our number one attachment is, we call it the tough cut. It's like you consider like a woods deck or something that would mow like a rough area. Obviously number two is just be like a regular mowing deck here, like our 72. And then as we go down the line, there's also the aerator. So there's probably a couple of things that we also have a power rake. So it would be like a gravel area or a gravel driveway. It's like a big seller. People, as a matter of fact, have started businesses. Just doing that is going back and re-leveling people's yards.
Wow. Wow, very versatile then.
That's our big thing.
Is it pretty simple to use? I know you talk about the attachments and how one and the other can be exchanged. Is it pretty simple?
No tools.
No tools.
No tools.
That's my kind of thing right there.
So there's no tools. So the coolest thing is you could pretty much, you can do it by yourself. So it's a one-man show. All our attachments run off a belt. So we want the cheapest piece to break. So if you really hit something, it's a belt and you just go.
Change it out.
And just,
I like that. And speaking of things being fixed and repaired, Bell Creek can do that for you.
Absolutely. So they have made the investment to partner with us. Big time investment with parts, service. They're trained up, certified as a dealer. I give Kevin a lot of credit. There wasn't any questions at all when we were getting together to partner. It was like, what do we need to do to be successful? And he was all in. So I highly recommend, if you have even a Ventrac now, an older Ventrac, and you're in the area, these guys are set up to take care of you.
Y'all are never gonna let me live that down, are you?
Well, look, technically you didn't get it stuck. It was more temporarily immobilized, but you got it unstuck on your own, which goes to show that it's a great piece of equipment, and you should go check it out for yourself at Bell Creek Equipment in Preston.
Well, honestly, maybe I drove it not so good on purpose, because cutting the grass is my husband's job. I really don't want it.
Oh, Jordan is a lucky man to have you. Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, returns right after these messages.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
It's time to flip through the photo album and take a look at your latest pictures.
Thanks to our friends at North Bay Marina.
17-year-old Austin Dostal of Harbison harvested this majestic bird on a private farm in the Milton area. Nice turkey, Austin.
11-year-old Gabriel Paris of Henderson set a goal of harvesting a turkey in his home state of Maryland, Delaware, and New Jersey, and accomplished that goal this year. Very impressive, Gabe.
7-year-old Brandon Perry got his first turkey a few weeks ago in the Salisbury area. Brandon's dad, Robert, said the turkey had an 11-inch beard with 3/4-inch spurs.
Jack Kramer of Salisbury harvested his first turkey in the Somerset County area. Nice work, Jack.
We love getting photos of the Indian River Inlet Bridge. This one was sent in by Maria McCutcheon of Bethany Beach from her view at Big Chill Beach Club Restaurant.
Susan White of Del Mar sent in this cool shot of a squirrel hanging out in a tree off of Nanticoke Road in Salisbury.
Holly Petritus of Millsboro sent us this cool shot of an owl. Holly said she saw this owl in the Long Neck area.
Michael Eager sent us a photo of this cute little bunny in the Blackwater Refuge area and said he didn't realize that those were ticks on the little guy until he got home to check out the photos. Just a reminder to not only check yourself for ticks, but also any furry ones in your family.
Outdoors Delmarva viewer pictures are sponsored by North Bay Marina.
Well, that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you so much for tuning in.
And be sure to keep sending in those wonderful viewer photos. You can do that by going to outdoorsdelmarva.com and clicking submit your photo at the top of our website. Or you can scan the QR code in the bottom corner of your screen.
We hope to see you right back here again next week. But until then, my name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch, and we hope to see you
Outdoors Delmarva.
Outdoors Delmarva, a Draper Media production, is presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. Sponsored by Shorts Marine and Bell Creek Equipment.
Oh yeah!
Cream of the crop!
Rise to the top,
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, let me tell you something, little missy. We're gonna look through the photo album right now with your latest pictures. Ooh, yeah.
Just a glimpse into what I deal with on the daily.